So I'm thinking we're going to see some action here. Oh man, I love you guys in the chat room. You guys are funny. I can only comment on what's in front of me. I don't know what's behind me or what's after me. I can only comment on what's in front of me. So Vilmos and Sargon with the pound, and we're going to go to work here. Wow, that's tough. So it looks like Sargon has won the break, and here we go. We got action. And if it's so quiet in this room, if it seems like, you know, the mic's not loud enough, I mean, I have it blasted and the mic on blast, so it's just the ambient noise in here really carries a lot. Alright, Sargon has to go get some equipment first. I think he's doing the right thing. He's trying to put Vilmos he's trying to keep Vilmos cold. I would too. That guy shoots too good. I'd call his cell phone. I'd have his mom call him like 20 times. Alright, Sargon's back in action. Still no. Oh, all right, we have one update. Dale Cadoon scores, so it's 4-3 for Francis Rita. If there is an avenue that Sargon does need to shore up, it would be his break. He needs to know how to get that smooth power. Those guys who break 10 ball well, they hit the balls good. And look at that. Oh, he's gonna be all right here. All right, Sargon, he has choices here. If he wants, he can go for this cut. It's just that the reward is tough because that 2 is shadowed by the 8 and the 5. Maybe you play some kind of bank safety here and try to get the cue ball out the way, but put the 1 on the bottom rail and slide out. Yeah. See, Sargon's he's gonna take care of the cue ball. All right. He's almost folded with a nice 2-rail kick here. But the problem is, if he kicks it in and a cue ball goes up table, he has to get past the 10 or he's not going to have a shot on the 2. If he stays under, then he'll have a bank. Yeah, see, from there he would only had a bank shot. I think if this doesn't go, Sargon might roll him up on the 8 ball here. Look at that shot. And there you go. Nice straight stroke. What Sargon has to do is stay in line here.
John Henderson, table 17. John Henderson to table 17.
All right, 4 on the opposite rail. What a pure stroke that was. And now he's going to have to do the same thing because the 5's on the opposite side. And these are the kind of patterns that separate the 7s from the 8s and the 9s from everybody else. Because they get out here. No mistakes. And he's looking to get right on top of this 5 and shoot it in the bottom corner below the side pocket. See, there you go. Well, you know what he did? He gave himself enough room to operate. Nice smooth stroke here. I think you go 2 rails. If you try to hold it up sometimes, put yourself in trouble. Just like that. You see? The good players, they come 2 rails because they're not going to sit and sacrifice the shot for the position. You want to stay at the table. You want to shoot. Just go back and forth. Now you let a world-class player at the table with 4 ducks, 5 ducks for him. These aren't ducks for me. This is pretty tough. Nice and clean. All right, he's gonna have to put some work here to get back to this 8 ball. Now he does. He's gonna have to manufacture a little angle here to get back to that 10 ball. He does not want to leave himself this high. All right, we're going to see a good stroke out of Vilmos here. Nice, smooth stroke. He stayed down. Good follow through. There's nothing good players will do. They don't roll this ball. I usually come 2 rails out. Vilmos looks like he's going 1 time. There you go. See, that's that 2 rail pattern because you don't want to leave your opponent a chance to leave that ball hanging. You are watching the Mez West State Tour Top Gun finale, baby. Live from Hard Times Vegas in Sacramento, California. I'll give you scores around the room. Hold on. Paul Silva and J-Nard RK tied at 3-3. Brian Brown and Jimmy Q 4-4. Phil Prentice up 3-2 over Rodney Wynn. Dan Aguiar up 3-2 over Mike Boyd. Bobby Yamasaki and Justin Marks tied at 3-3. Francis Rita and Dale Cadoon. Francis Rita up 5-3. And Sina Velazquez up 7-5 over Jason Williams. Nice break by Vilmos. He has a shot on the 1. Or should I say he has command of the table. Because if he doesn't like it, then he's just going to thin off the edge of that 1, put him down here by the 2 or 10. Yeah, it's checking the angle now. Says, what can I do to put him in trouble? Well, if he banks the 1 back to the middle of the top rail, he's good. You see, he went at, look at that. Whoa. That was full tilt. He went after it. Vilmos right now looking at one rail back up here to the 3-ball. And once he hits that, we're going to find out what's going on. Oh, wow. I got company. Oh, boy. Wow. Superstars up in the house. And I got the son of a gun and I'm just surrounded by greatness. I can just shut up and pass the mic off. This is good times. All right, I'm joined now with Melissa Herndon and my main man, Sal Butera. How you doing, Sal?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
I'm great. That was a good match out there with you and Mr. Dominguez. That was good times.
Yeah, played pretty solid.
Yeah.
Made a little, lost a little focus for a second. Almost cost me winning back in the match, but
Yeah.
played solid.
That's all right. And what about you, Melissa?
I played pretty solid my first match too.
There you go.
Got fortunate that, yeah,
All right.
feel good.
Yeah.
Ventura County in the house.
In the
It's so
house. We just don't want
Spencer
to.
won, Chris won.
Yeah, you guys, 805 is representing right now. But y'all need to cut it out because I'm in the middle. So, all right. All right. So right now we have Sargon Issac versus Vilmos.
Skinny Jeans versus Skinny Jeans Jr.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the score?
The score right now is 1-1.
1-1. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good about.
That's good. Good to see you back in the grease.
Look
Bro.
at that shot.
Yeah.
That was a great shot right there.
I saw Vilmos bank a ball. I couldn't believe it. I thought I lost my mind. he swung a bank at the 1 ball, got dead position on the 2, and it was a beautiful shot. I thought he was going to dunk for sure.
I'm not sure that 5 goes by that 8. So just maybe roll this up, play it in the side.
I
You know what? From my angle down here, it looks deep enough. Looks like he can squeeze it by.
Okay.
I think he's being aggressive too. So if there's a shot there, he's looking to get it.
He's probably gonna punch this just a little bit and squeeze over.
Sweet. Dust the rail a little bit there, so that 5 must pass.
Yeah. It's a pretty tough field here, man.
This is the yeah.
This is the end.
I was saying, I'm watching like 15 finals matches every time I look around. It's a good match. I don't know what to do. Got my head on a swivel here. I'm gonna tell you one thing. That if you guys didn't know, that Amar Kang is not playing around. I'm telling you right now, he is all business. He looked so. I want to say polished. That's what I want to say. I want to say polished because he always played decent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But now he's playing decent but.
And
more
he's
confident.
staying up this way, right? And he's
Yeah.
got Rodney to spar with, and Rodney's kind of taking him. And,
Yeah.
You know,
I've said that.
we've talked about this. I mean, how smooth somebody is, and Rodney's like king of smooth.
Yes.
You know, and
Yes.
that's really helping Amar to. He had like a little
The little
hesitation, little hitch. You know, punching balls a lot.
Yeah.
And, now he's just aggressive.
Look at Vilmos. He's just letting the tiger out the tank, man. He's just firing. This is him today. He's just been firing at balls. Like, wow, Vilmos is firing at balls. I can't believe it.
I don't know, man. Vilmos has been either winning or taking top 2, 3 in the last 4 or 5 events he's been in.
Yeah.
Playing a lot of pool, obviously.
He beat up on Django over there in New York at the WPS in that 8 ball. Played super strong. All right, he moves ahead 2-1. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Andy Cloth. Check him out at andybilliardcloth.com. Ryan Hanna, along with the legendary son of a gun, Sal Butera, and my little co-host. You're lucky you didn't get the little Hannah Herndon connection. You know what I mean? You get hurt there. James Harris, you've been replaced, man. Where you at? You fell off, man.
Sucker.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be like, where is James Harris?
You know what I'm
now?
saying? Not who,
Not
where's
who
it?
is.
I know
Where's
APB.
James Harris?
Put an
Where's who?
APB. Who is he? Where is he at? We don't know. What's up, Jeff? All right, my main man Jeff Gregory in the building. One of the good guys in pool. I love Jeff Gregory. You know why? Because he's always optimistic and he's super smart about pool. And you know what? He was the sharpest pool dresser I know. Like when we used to go to Reno and all that stuff. Jeff Gregory always looked like a pool player, and he's always cordial. You know what I mean?
He didn't look like a pool player. Come on.
No, he dressed sharp.
But let's get on that for a
Yes.
second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All you guys that are out there and want to play pool.
That's
and
right.
You want to do something in this game. Learn to respect the game. You know what I mean? It's just dress right, act right. You all can make
Absolutely.
balls, right?
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's about who you are, how you treat the game. Give a little respect back, give a little love to this game. You're hurting the game when you're acting up.
That's right.
And I mean, so right now in this booth, we got 3 of the best dressed players in the house. You know,
That's how we do it, though.
Ra looks good.
You know, that's how we do it. That's how we do it, because you know what? Don't talk about it, be about it. You know what I mean? Don't talk about it, be about it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we want these guys. We want these guys to get. I want these guys to give these guys money, but these guys don't want to cooperate. Dress up.
I'm telling you, I mean, you want a big sponsor? I mean, he's not going to give it to a guy that's pushing a shopping
You
cart
better
up with
believe
his
that.
cue case in it.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, show up, look
Absolutely.
good, respect
That's
the
right.
players you're playing with, respect
Absolutely.
the house you're playing in. You know, it's
Absolutely.
too many opportunities to act up.
Right. I feel like we're invited to a party. Karma called us and Oscar invited us to a nice party at their pool room. And the pool room looks immaculate. They have great food, great service, great
Great place,
equipment,
great
great place. And then you come up looking like, you know, Tony the Bum.
Yeah.
You're just going to come and hang out and put your feet up on my couch.
Right.
And I'll tell you this too. I mean, Oscar and his father are 2 of the most respected players and they
Absolutely.
always look nice,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Where is Mez putting their money into their tour? Tony Robles on the East Coast,
Yes.
also
My man,
well respected,
TR.
always
And-
looks great.
Absolutely.
And
They're
look at what you just said right there. I mean, Oscar and Ernesto, you can't say a bad thing about either one
That's
of them.
facts.
And Tony Robles, I mean,
Facts.
this guy, I've known him for 25 years.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, whether my parents were there or not, asked about him.
Yeah,
You know,
TR is
respectful.
that's my man.
He's a good guy. Good
Tony
guy.
Robles is that's my man. I'm gonna tell you on the low. When I was first starting this business, every question I had, besides running the salon stuff, I asked TR. Every big decision I have, I call him. I say, yo, what do you think about this? And he gives me his honest opinion. I can only take that as a man.
And congratulations, if he's listening, congratulations to he and his wife Gail. They're expecting as well as
Double G.
Awesome.
I heard.
Oscar and Desiree.
I heard she got a little Ipman, little baby kicking her, beating her up. Me, Tony, and the guy said share an affinity for martial arts movies and Dragon Ball Z. That's how we get that. Meanwhile, Sargon's just fighting for his life here, looking at safety. He banked that ball. What a good shot that was. Gets a little love there. And he's good on it too. And these balls are in position for him to get out here, Sal.
Yeah.
You know?
Sargon's made a nice transition from playing snooker to pool. I mean, it's a hard thing to do.
Yes.
A lot of people understand the subtleties and how the
Right.
balls move and pushing balls and striking bigger balls.
Yeah.
You have to change your equipment a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough to do. There's a lot of guys that have tried to do it in the past, and you just haven't been successful.
Absolutely. I still see, you know, he doesn't have the typical prototype pool player break yet.
Right.
He needs that if he wants to move up.
I mean, this is one of those matches. Anything could happen when you're playing one set. But
Oh, yeah.
you know, Vilmos is so strong in so
Oh,
many
man.
categories
Yeah.
that you know if you match them up like you would be a boxing match.
Absolutely.
You have to say where the advantage goes to.
Yes.
It's like Vilmos.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
might get sorry, I might have like one little check over
You
there.
get a little jab.
You know, but
know.
you know.
But Sargon plays well enough and moves well enough that he. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
he, you know,
That's
he can
what-
slip
that's
in a
what-
punch.
No, yes, he
and,
can. Yes, he can.
Absolutely.
He got a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
He's got a puncher's chance. That's what he has. And meanwhile, he doesn't want to get flat from this 3 to get down there table. He's like 3-5. What am I doing? See, a straight pool player would have shot this ball already. Because they know where those balls go when you play these little combos. You know what I mean?
There, he did
There you go.
fine. Yeah.
No, he
Or a
did the right
one-pocket
thing.
player.
One pocket player, yeah, but they know. They know if I hit this ball this way, this ball slides, the ball sits in the pocket, boom, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? The little tentativeness, that's what comes to the game.
Melissa bringing up one pocket. Got Melissa playing one pocket.
How
No,
you
you
like
don't.
it?
No, you don't.
Hey, so
Stop
so we
lying.
got
That's right.
we got a one pocket tournament.
That's right.
I'm gonna like do
Do
a
it.
shameless plug right
Do
here.
it,
We
do
got
it.
one pocket tournament once a month now, $25 entry, and I got 8, 10, 12 players
Absolutely.
showing up, having a good time. It's
I'm
good afternoon to come pick up
exactly.
a cup of
And you can come check it out, and you can see it on my Facebook. I will have the flyer up on Monday when they come back.
I
So-
missed that first one, but I'm committing to that.
It's
second
all
one.
good.
I'm
We
gonna
love it,
do
man. I'm gonna tell you.
I may play 1 or 2 events. I talked to Dave a little bit and said if I do play and I happen to sneak away with something, because I don't play one pocket, but
Right.
if I get in the cash, I'm going to donate the
outta
cash
here.
back. I'm going to donate the cash back to the next event.
There you
I don't
go.
want money.
There you go.
I want guys
Want
coming
guys
in,
coming in and
learn
getting
how to
out.
play.
That's right. Meanwhile, Sargon's in a good position to put a beat on the wire here, so.
Yep.
Just beautiful mechanics, man. The guy just, you know what? We were talking about it, and we were talking about, if you had a straight stroke, you have this. You know what you got to have, though? You got to have a nice brain to go with that good super stroke.
Yeah.
I know guys that shoot balls straight and they don't win.
Right. Yeah. No,
If
you
that
have
was
to
the
have
case,
an
right?
understanding of how the balls are going to
Exactly.
move.
Because if that was the
how
case, I got 2 great pool players here. If that was the case, then all those snooker guys would rob you guys if they came over here. Why don't they rob you? How come Ronnie O'Sullivan can't come over here and beat up on Jason Shaw on 9-ball?
I used to tell all the guys when they were, billiard players, Bloomdahl, all these guys were like, this guy just strikes the ball so good. I'm like, but pool's a different translation.
Yeah.
It's a different game. I've been
And
playing
man,
for 20 years.
that Ronnie O'Sullivan, them snooker guys, wow, holy snap. They're incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible cueists. It's like, I'm like, really? I've watched Hurricane Higgins, Alex Higgins. I watched some old tape of that guy. Holy wowzers.
Yeah.
He's like Earl Strickland. Like on a snooker table, like incredible. Meanwhile, sorry we digressed here, but it's all good in pool. I'm not talking about my lunch.
Ooh.
Sargon let one get away there.
Well, let's see what Vilmos is a pretty good mover when you got 1 or 2 balls left on the table, but that's a pretty sporty miss right there. If you
Yes,
get a
it
miss.
is.
I think I thin it on the side close to the pocket. Try and leave the 10 ball kind of right where it's at and send the cue ball right back down to
You don't hit the 10 in the face and miss the side pocket and put it back up where the cue ball is?
I don't.
No.
You got I think 3 shots. The ones you guys just mentioned. I like thinning the ball. Vilmos got a very, very precise stroke. Also, you got a 4-railer or 3-railer to the side. Get your cue ball to swing back up table where it is. You get a free shot at the side pocket.
Yeah.
Only problem is if you hit it almost perfect, you're gonna sell out.
Yeah. 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 Oscar hits that ball good.
The
Yeah.
crossover is a little tough here because I think the 10 ball's kind of close to the rail, so there's a double kiss opportunity.
You might.
That's why I
To
thin it
slide
right
into
here.
the corner.
Yeah. See what he does.
He's going uptown, right to where his hand is.
No, he went with my shot.
Yeah, right to where his hand is.
Yeah.
He's off. What a bad shot. That's
Right.
horrible.
Usually he freezes that up on me.
What a horrible shot that
If the
was.
guy's gonna play loose like this, I'm gonna get him.
Oh man,
Now what do you do here? I mean, I feel like this one. You almost have to.
you
swing
got to
at
swing.
It. This one, he put it in such a good position.
Yeah.
It's tough to play safe. You can't really thin it on either side.
I think you swing the bank and try to protect the cue.
Yep, you pretty much have to.
Yeah.
Sal,
You-
which corner do you bank to?
Right
I
where you're
bank,
standing,
right?
right?
Exactly.
Right
I'm
where you're
standing.
standing.
So you're gonna back bank
Yeah.
it.
Right. I'm gonna back cut a little
and
bit.
let the rock come back around.
Yeah, I might even just float the cue ball up towards the left
Side
rail,
pocket.
and then let the cue ball or the 10 ball, if it doesn't go in, come back up the rail.
So
You know,
yeah,
just
undercut
it's
it
all
a
about
little bit.
speed. Yeah, all about speed on this.
See, I think if I did what you did, that I hang it and the ball's there. I think I have to hit it. Like I hit it and play the cue ball to come back
He's
around.
calling it where
Yeah.
You play?
we all agree.
I watch great players all the time. I try to pick up things every time I can. I just ear hustle a lot. My best move is, hey, how would you hit that shot? Anytime I got a good player in the booth, that's what I say. He hits Sal's shot. He hits Sal's shot. Get the cash. Money. That was a great shot by Sargon. And you know what I like about that shot? We were talking about it the other day. Let me get the pause for the cause. Let's go. Thank our official ball sponsor of the Mez, Aramis Balls. What he did right there, not only did he hit a good shot, but he hit that shot at the moment that he had to hit it. That's the difference, I think, with good and great players. When you have to make that ball, or you have to play that safe. Because if he don't, he lost. He lost that game.
How many times you've heard players, good players, solid A players, shortstops, man, I only got 2 shots in it. What you do with those 2 shots?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, you gotta put heat on. When someone's up there, you're playing a guy like Rodney, you're playing Oscar, you're playing Vilmos. These guys are playing every day, and then you don't come with it. They're gonna be like, oh, you don't want it? Let me show you a little something here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
boy,
and you know
look
what?
at
That's totally because I was watching Rodney was playing on the table next to me when I was playing my first match, and his opponent, ran like a great rack, got good position on the 10, and
Missed it?
put it right into the rail. And I
It's
feel like
tough.
against a player like me,
He
they're
gonna
gonna
make that.
make that every
Yeah,
single
but
time.
that's
So
right.
you have to make those kind of
Yes,
shots
you do.
against a Rodney. Or
Agreed.
I used to call that the Rempy factor. He used to hang out with all the great players. He used to be with Siegel and Barker and all these guys, and then you play Rempy and it's like you faint for the first half of the match. You know what I mean? Or you don't come with a shot. And then
Come with
he
it.
feels like this, just exactly what I said.
Right.
He's like, oh, I'm going to show you a little something. Right here.
you see, like right there, that shot, he had ball in hand, and I'm gonna just quote Ernesto right there. That's laziness.
Well, it's. I think in certain positions like that, that's not the way that a pool player would play
Exactly.
it. And
A snooker dude.
They're just trying to kind of figure it out. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
But there was no reason for him with
None.
ball in hand to even use the rail. He could have.
Ernesto says the
Yeah.
best thing. You have a chance, the only chance to get perfect on a ball. That's the one chance you have to get perfect on the ball because you have ball in hand. You can put it exactly where you want.
We talked about this in the past as well, Ross, where if you calculate how many times guys make mistake with ball in the hand
Yes.
because they're trying to get perfect.
Yes.
If someone leaves you something bad, what do? You just get up, analyze the shot,
Yes.
shoot, get on the right side
That's
of
the
the ball.
mentality.
Get on the right side of the ball when you got ball in hand.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and try and get perfect because
Yeah.
if you get just not perfect, guess what? Half the times you're
Absolutely.
And you're feeling bad about it.
Yeah, and it's tough because pool. Listen, let's not fool ourselves.
He's
Pool
going
is a
airborne.
very tough game, and you making it tougher on yourself. The other guy already wants to make it tougher on you.
It's going airborne, and this ball goes.
Yeah, it does, and he's got the four to kind of. He hits it a little bit bad.
Yeah.
You know?
It's got those, so it's a slightly bigger pocket.
See, there you go. There you go. I have all the tools here. All right, this is Vilmos' music, a little techno in the back. All right, he's going airborne here and attacking the two-ball kind of thing here.
Oh,
You know,
almost
he
made it.
almost- he
Made it
did.
inside. No.
And if he saves himself, I'm gonna say shoot again, sir.
Oh, he gave the dreaded hand. Don't give
No.
the hand. What are you giving the hand for? Okay. Secretly inside, he's going, get hooked, get hooked, get hooked. Oh, here's
That's
the hand.
right. That's right. You guys don't mean it. You guys don't mean it when you say I'm sorry that I didn't make that ball as I intended, but I'm still shooting.
They should make a glove that just blacks out the four fingers.
Oh, that's funny.
Because you know what
You
you're.
give the hand, yeah. You give
Exactly.
the hand, but it just shows the one finger up.
Yeah, exactly.
And truly, I'm going to say this, and you guys out there in Streamland might think, it's a little bit corny or whatever, but I'm going to tell you right now, I will put this tour up against any tour out there as well as for professionalism and sportsmanship between the players. These guys, if you're down on a shot, they look, they analyze, they see what ball you're on, they say, go ahead, Sal. The guys see you shooting, they say, okay, go ahead, Melissa. And I watch it, and it's like, no problem. It's not like a problem where the guy says, "Oh, I was down first," or "It's my turn," or whatever it is. They
Right.
just do it, and I think that's just a good thing. I mean, you guys want to kill yourselves on the table. You want to kill your opponent, but they just give that respect. I really appreciate that.
Not only that, but with players like Sal, with Ernesto, with Oscar, Rodney, and we've even had like Mika on. There are times when you'll see them beat a player and then immediately turn around and teach them
I've seen
something
that.
from
Yep.
the match that they
Yep.
remember
That's
from
right.
the second game of the match that their
And I'm
opponent
going to
did
shock
wrong.
you. You know what? I've seen Mika do that multiple times.
Yeah.
So I think he gets a little bit of bad rap because he really likes to win. But the guy has been nothing but, when I've seen him, he's been solid. And Rodney will do that for you. too.
Rodney's done it, yeah.
Yeah, Rodney's been. I really respect those guys. It's cool that I get to watch some of my idols here. Look at that shot. All right. So does he have
Make
enough
a
room,
ball.
Sal?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he just pushes off the side of the four here. The hard part is that position-wise,
Yeah, I
He's gonna
never know how
come
to play
back.
these.
He's checking. I think it's simultaneous. He's looking, right? Because if he hits it super clean, will the tangent lead him into the corner, or he's
no,
good?
I believe that what's going to happen is it's going to double kiss the four and come up, and so
Okay.
it's hard to come back off this ball. I'd probably just shoot it with a little bit of top and let it force up a little bit. If I stay straight on the three, shoot the three up in the corner. If the three still passes the seven, you play it cross table,
Right.
and the four should come out a
Right.
couple inches. So just play a nice smooth shot and then deal with what you got.
There you go.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I try to be accommodating. All right, let's check out Mr. Vilmos. Wow. Okay, Sal, explain that one to me. I never saw that one. What happened?
He tried to power through it and have the cue ball forward. See, what's going to happen naturally is the 4 is going to kiss and come out. He hits so high, so hard that the 4 double kissed the ball away from the cushion first, and by the time that the follow had a chance to act, have action.
Right.
This is a physics thing.
Okay.
It slid it out before it came back in.
Nice. $9.95. Buterra's Billiards.
So let me just boil that down. Let me just boil that down
Yeah.
to simple. He hit it wrong. Right?
I want to know how the cue ball did that little stuff and kill, because in one pocket that would be a
Did he
great
just kick
shot.
that ball in?
Stop
Called
it.
it. Oh.
Oh man, that was beautiful. All right, now once again, if I'm Sargon, this is a chance to dig in
Yep.
and steal a game here. Right?
He's on Vilmos' break.
Yeah.
He shoots this after what just happened there. Vilmos kind of got let loose a little bit. Sargon could come through with this rack's not tough once you get back to the 4. Then he's up 1 and breaking.
Exactly, because you don't want Vilmos to get to that little pep step. That's what I call it. When he starts shooting that little pep step,
I don't want anybody to get to that little
the
pep step.
pep
I'm
step,
not
right?
gonna lie, right?
Yeah. But I've seen it's a marked difference in Vilmos' game when he gets the pep step. He walks around, boom, 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 clack,
Yeah,
clack,
yeah.
clack. Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of people that are like
They
that.
do
Sal's
that?
like that. I'm like
Sal
that.
get that.
Yeah. If I'm playing fast,
Yeah. Just you getting drilled.
no. If I'm playing fast and like free, it's There's
I got you.
people don't like it.
I got you. All
You
right.
slow somebody down a little bit, and they start to have to think.
Yeah. Man, what a clean. I mean, he strikes the balls well. He just strikes. I think he just doesn't have that super 9-ball knowledge, rotation knowledge that he needs to make that next step. That's what I think is lacking in his game.
Yeah, this
go
we
ahead.
were talking outside about Dennis Arcoyo, how he understands the game so well.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like right side of the ball. I mean, you could be on the rail and just bet, give up 3-1, 5-1 that he's going to be on the right side of the ball all day long.
Yeah.
1 out of 10, 20 shots, he might
Right.
roll up a little bit like this, still going the right direction, but a little too extreme.
Yeah.
Bump a ball, make a mistake. Dennis just doesn't put himself in a position.
Right. And speaking of Dennis, we have Dennis versus Tony Chohan coming up on the West Coast. Race to 40. Yep.
Can we talk real quick about that shot right there? Because he chose to play into the 9,
Right.
to
Bump the 9
save
out.
position on the 7. But he came in behind that 9, so I feel like he got a little bit fortunate to have a shot. I don't again. That's a pool player I don't think we would have played like that.
That's
Just
correct,
come
right.
directly in behind
Yeah,
it because
correct.
you could have hooked your
The,
shot
the,
easily.
the things I learned growing up from my father were just 1 and 2 little word, 3 little word things of advice, and not going into a ball unless you know where you're putting it, or unnecessarily.
Yeah.
That's
a straight
you
pool
can cut a ball. Don't bank balls. Don't run around. Don't lose a cue ball. There's all these little things that a lot of the players want to just make balls, and they shoot their way out of 70% of it.
That's it.
But I guarantee when it's 7-7 and you can't, your mouth's so dry
Yes.
you can't spit. And you're
Yeah.
playing Rodney, he's gonna get up. He's gonna get up and fire it.
Man. And you know what? Melissa he had a shot there and it maybe been in his head a little bit, but he's supposed to get out there. You got fortunate, you got to the 9, you have to get out there. A lot of these guys let the reputation beat them to the shots.
But he kicked him behind the 9, and the 9 was close to the rail. So what happens is when you kick behind it, then that cue ball just immediately stops, right? Because it hits the 9 moves, the cue ball stays there. So he's left himself a little bit on the rail, and he had kind of a funny angle on it. But additionally, why you wouldn't necessarily play that way is because he moved that 9 down, and he got clear and free, but he could have accidentally
himself in
pocketed
trouble.
the 9 right up next to the
Right.
10 ball.
Right. No, Vilmos is giving this ball the evil eye because he feels he should have been better on this ball.
Yeah, the funny thing is you play on different equipment, and when you hit a ball soft on these tables, and he came at that angle, it's going to slide open. It slid. He's figuring he's going to be at the spot or right about the spot right here, and that little bit of a leak out, it's different. He's playing on diamond equipment,
Right.
almost exclusively.
Yeah.
And you come in, you hit balls on this stuff, and you got to remember it. Sometimes he shot that shot aggressively, comfortably, and leaked over it. So
Right.
he's looking at it like, man, that's not where you're supposed to go, because
I agree.
he knows where it's supposed to go.
I agree.
So he's put the extension on and he's swinging. What's the cue ball going to do there?
So he's
is he
coming
going to try
forward?
and hit it soft?
I
and
think
hold?
he's just going to kill the ball. Yeah, he's going to kill it. Maybe float over to the rail.
Wow.
He may just
By the
stay
side
where it
Now,
pocket.
is.
a little bit.
what gives you the better advantage? Are you killing this ball? Are you swinging? Oh man!
Is he going to get
Oh,
over
he
it?
got the rail. Look
Yes,
at
he
that.
did.
Safety allowed.
Yeah. Now, don't you swing that ball 4 rails instead of killing that ball?
It depends
No?
on how comfortable you are.
Yeah.
You feel with your stroke.
You know,
right?
okay. So I'm gonna tell you, since I sit in this seat all the time, you know who kills that ball?
Ernesto.
Brian, Ernesto, Rodney.
Rodney lets that go.
No, Rodney. Yeah, Rodney lets it go. There's another guy that just kills the ball. The one who kills it the most is Brian Parks. He kills those balls. He doesn't go. He just sits with that little,
Yeah.
a little weird stroke, and
Yep.
the ball just stays there. But I'm scared. Like Amar Kang does it too. I'm gonna let that ball go around because I know I'm gonna have a shot.
I feel like with the extension right there, because he's not in his normal stance and
Stance,
everything,
right.
that maybe you go ahead and swing.
Let it
Because
go,
you can
yeah.
let it out a little bit, you know what I mean? If
As long as you can keep a fluid stroke. You know, a lot of times when you're stretching for a ball or using an extension, I know personally, and everyone I teach, I just tell them you're going to exert yourself. You generally do too much, and it's hard not to do that because you're out of your norm. That's exactly right.
Right.
You know,
Your bridge is a little too long,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So that's why I feel like letting the stroke out in that particular instance. If he could have done it without the extension and without stretching out, then
right.
different.
You see here.
This one I cross back over,
Right,
send
now-
a 9 ball up to the
Yeah,
top.
nah, that's a good shot. If that 10 wasn't on that edge, he could go right under it, kick it 1 rail, and put him right on the chalk. How you like it?
He played a smart shot. Again, he's expecting that 9 to get on the rail.
Right.
He's not going to be happy with this.
That's why I like the kick. Because I know that the cue ball is going to stay down table. You're going to be stuck, and I'm going to put that other ball up table and make you swing at it.
That's about all you can do.
Right.
You got to put the guy 8 feet away and just
Yeah.
make it.
I like that's what I say. You just got to make it tough for the other player. You got to make it tough.
This is a very makeable ball for Sargon.
You know what? Is
If
this
he's
a
feeling good.
right?
Very makeable.
Is this a just make the ball and you get position? Is it built in, or do you have to do any work here?
I think you don't try and complicate it. I don't think you try and kill it, spin it, do anything.
Right, you just
let
make
the
it
ball
right.
go in, slide back up table, see what you can get, close it out, and
Right.
be happy you got the rack.
Yeah, because that was doom. You gave it away and he gave it back. That doesn't happen a lot. He's out of his rhythm right now, but he's gonna get away with it. No getting away.
No, I think
Cross.
I think he can make it. Actually, he might just have to cross it.
I can't tell. His head is in the way.
I think you crushed this ball. He's good. He said something to him
He,
quick.
he has to cross
Yeah,
the
I
ball.
think
cross it.
I think he's crossing it.
And actually, the cross is built in though. You hit it
Safety.
low. Yeah, you got the
Hit it
safe
good-
and the cue ball's
good speed.
downtown. You're good. Vilmos don't play one pocket because a one pocket player would hit that ball
Short,
short.
absolutely.
No problem. You would never get a shot from there.
Hit that flat, not try and spin it, and let the cue ball come
Yes.
The
Yes.
thing is, if I'm almost maybe sitting in the chair, I'm thinking, Sargon keeps missing, he keeps missing. But the problem with, so maybe he feels a little comfortable leaving it like this, but you keep missing, you keep letting a player take shots at you. Eventually they're gonna land, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And they're gonna get brave on
And
you.
they're gonna start to, the more that they start to, and they're gonna feel better.
They're gonna get brave on you. And he looking like he gonna swish this ball. Wow, he's off. He doesn't miss that ball. He's off. He's thinking about something else right now. Yeah.
That's the second one he overcut.
Yeah. I think you need a little bathroom break right now.
Yep.
Little bathroom break.
Almost goes 4 rails on this one.
Yeah, you got it.
That's the cue
Yeah?
ball. Oh yeah. Just cut it in, stay above the side pocket, and go 2 more rails around the 10. Unless he just
'Cause
extremely
I think you
spins
can
it.
hit it. I think you just hit it soft and it'll come down by that side pocket. You're right. He did that.
Yeah, because he did that soft thing the last time, and it cost him.
He's about to start letting it out. I think.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. He's gonna shoot it from anywhere.
Yeah.
I've seen him shoot from anywhere, everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything he doesn't
Yeah.
like.
Well, Sal and Melissa, what about our young guns today? Spencer Ladden taking down Foch.
Melissa
And
Herndon.
the-
Oh wait, no, I'm not young anymore.
Yeah,
Sorry.
okay. And then you got Chris Robinson
Robinson?
taking down Bo.
Yeah, and Bo, I warmed up with Bo, and Bo was hitting him solid. So Chris must have just had a great match. I mean,
He's capable.
right?
Yeah, shout
Like,
out
this is
to
a great player. I'm not saying
no,
he needs
no,
a good match.
we're not
I'm saying is to
disparaging
beat him-
anybody. We're
to beat
saying
him
that's
9-4,
Bo. Yeah.
He's got to
Yeah.
have a great match.
Yeah. Almost shooting his opposite-handed, huh? Vilmos said, I'm coming to represent my crown and get down. I'd like to thank CSI, Q Sports International, all they do for our sport. Thank you very much. I'll give you some quick scores around the room. Paul Silva is on the backside. Jaynard RK, 5-3 over him. Jimmy Q up 8-4 over Brian Brown. Phil Prentice up 6-3 over Rodney Wynn. Dan Aguilar up 7-3 over Mike Boyd. Bobby Yamasaki 6-3 over Justin Marks. Dale Kadoon 7-6 over Dale Kadoon. And Jason Williams on the hill 8-7 over Cena Velazquez.
And shooting.
And shooting at a 9-ball.
Shooting the 9-ball. But he's a little funny on it.
Yeah.
He's got a little funny. So, what he wasn't... Not particularly, he just doesn't want to have to shoot the 10-ball up the rails. He's trying to figure out how to get back.
Yeah. And this is what caused Sargon right here. That break is not happening.
It's a good win for Jason because Cena has been playing great.
Yeah, they were battling it out. That match has taken a while.
I know. I think they start. That's a first round match, right? So they start at the same time Sal and I both started.
Yeah, and you guys are done. Oh, he missed it.
He did.
Yep.
Oh, over
That's
there.
gonna cost him.
Yeah, it could.
That's gonna cost him. And meanwhile, Vilmos just put Sargon in jail. But Sargon's a snooker player. He says, you know what? If I'm not married to the ball, I got a chance.
Right.
That's the difference between those safeties. You gotta lock them. Lock them up to where they have no room to breathe.
Put your fingers in there. Did Oscar play first round?
No.
So we still have some first round. Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Playing? Who is not playing?
He says he's calling the 10-ball here. So
Playing.
I'm scared of this shot, Melissa, because if you open this up and you leave him in trouble, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, see, that's what I meant. You missed the ball and you open it up.
Yeah.
And now, if Vilmos don't like it, he sticks you to the back of 10, puts the ball where you can run out easier and see you.
You could 3-foul him right here.
Yeah.
Because easy safety. Stick the keep out the 10 and you put the 1 ball up table.
Right?
You got the 3, 4, 9, anywhere up there. If you put it up there, you got another chance to play.
He could open up the 9-ball if he felt like it. This is trouble for any way you look at it. This is trouble for my man Sargon.
Trying to figure out who hasn't played yet that Oscar's drawn.
Vilmos said, I'm going to opt to run out.
Yeah, Vilmos loves to shoot the balls. He's a ball hog like that.
Yeah.
He wants to make all the balls.
Well, when you shoot as good as he does, there you go.
Only little problem I see, and it's not really, is that maybe that 8 ball doesn't go past that 9 in the corner. So
That's
you
why,
gotta get around
exactly.
It.
Well, that's why I was thinking when he had the ball in hand, he could have shot the 1 to the 9, opened that thing up and frozen behind the 10, right?
Yep.
Handle 2 and 1.
Handle it. Yep.
Yeah. But I'm gonna agree with you. He's looking kind of comfortable right now.
But the 8 ball, from where the 7 is, if you get right on the 7, it's not too hard to play position on the 8 inside or corner.
But if you didn't have to and you have the pocket open, then you have more options. Like a straight pool game, you have to open up those alleys. I'm telling you, I look around and all these little 7s, these guys are playing.
All these little 7s.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah, no.
I was
That's
a little 7.
No, that's what I mean though. I mean,
play
like, all these little
phenomenal.
7s are now like 8
I know.
and up.
I know.
You know what I mean? They are playing phenomenal. Phil Prentice just put Rodney Wynn in a headlock. That was a beautiful shot. Meanwhile, Vilmos is on his
You know what I'd like to see
comfortable
to
speed.
promote, like, because now I know next season they're actually going to have 6s, 7s, 6 7s, and 8s, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think what would be nice to promote even encourage growth is if you graduate a level, like if you work on your game and graduate a level, like maybe you get free dues for that year, something like that. Some kind of incentive to move up.
I agree.
Right? Get from a 6 to a 7.
I agree. Because it's hard to move up in this one. So I've seen Ernesto hit this ball what I call inside out to get position here. Like he wasn't go the conventional way. I could kill it and go 1, 2, come back to this long rail and shoot the 10 out of the corner. Yeah.
He's gonna spin this and go 3, right?
Into the corner. Boom, boom, boom. Hit that long rail.
Yeah.
And bam. Yeah.
For me personally, at that steep, like that steep an angle, I get a little bit afraid of it because there's a scratch there. If the cue ball's out more to the middle of the table, I'm happy to shoot it like that.
Right.
But,
Right.
If
That's
you
what
catch
happens,
that ball
though.
a little funny, you could easily just come straight across the table
Right.
and scratch.
But I've been thinking, I mean, it's been reiterated to me a couple of times. It's like, you know what? Shoot the right shot.
Yeah,
That's it.
I've said it.
If you,
I wrote about
if
it.
you just say it, just shoot the right shot.
Shoot the right shot.
Shoot the right shot. You miss it, so what? Shoot the right shot. And Vilmos Folders takes that game, moves ahead 4-2. See what we got for you guys going on. J-Nard RK, 6-3 over Paul Silva. Phil Prentice, 6-3 over Rodney Wynn. Vilmos Focus, 4-2.
Right?
Yeah, come up. That's what he played.
Table 2, Oscar
Dan-
goes to 9. Chris goes to 8. Come get your act.
Dan Aguiar, Chris Byers.
Chris Byers.
Dan Aguiar, 7-4 over Mike Boyd. Bob Yamasaki, 6-4 over Justin Marks. Rita and Dale Kadoon, 7-7. And Jason Williams and Cena Velazquez, 8-8. You got action. Thank you for tuning in to the Mets West Side
Sally
Show
walked
today.
away. Jason Williams shooting a straight in 10 ball down the rail get to close Santa out and bobbled it. So now it's Hill Hill.
That's going to haunt you.
I was outside talking about that, just that thing, and he said, "I've been playing so good." He said I had a chance to close out Dennis Arcoyo, and I got to the hill, and I had a straight in 10 ball, and I decided to roll it. So I'm curious.
Who did?
Jason.
Oh, he decided to roll it. I just don't. Most of the time, you just don't roll a ball unless you have to.
Right. I like my tables. I know I level them every couple of weeks, but when you're out somewhere, to hit that ball like you want to make it.
Yeah.
I agree.
Actually, yeah. I was going to
Rod
say
just
that.
said shoot the right shot. You know?
My opponent in the
Yeah.
first match was just firing, and then got on a 10 ball and decided to roll it when he had just made like almost the exact same angle shot on the 9 ball and decided to roll it and the ball skidded and he missed.
There you go.
Why roll it?
Because you're scared. I call it the, please go in, ball. Ball. Please go in. Let me roll
Let
you.
me steer you in. drive
Exactly.
You in.
That's not it, man. You got to pop them balls, man. All right. And Vilmos is going to airborne here.
Oscar with his little man purse walking around.
Oscar got enough problems. Don't give him a man purse. That'll be the next thing on
What
the
do you call that
internet.
thing?
I call it a side satchel.
That's better.
A
It's satchel.
side satchel.
A side satchel.
That is a man purse.
Oh man, a merce.
It's a purse.
He'd be rolling around with the kid on his back like that pretty soon.
Oh yeah,
Diaper
you have
bag.
the papoose. Yeah, that's for sure.
Bag, kid on the back, kid on the front.
Yeah.
No
That's
getting
the
away
thing.
now. No
There's
getting away.
you gotta put him in the like the daddy pouch, and he's gotta play pool like that. That's the spot.
That'll be
Daddy,
awesome.
daddy pouch and one of those what do they call them? A little ankle bracelets, you know, got a little beeper on it. You ain't going nowhere.
Exactly. Why does it keep changing, man?
I always say that with fun because that's what would happen to me. Bobby's been playing real good. A lot of people don't know who Bobby,
Yeah,
Bobby
old
is,
school
but he's been
Yamasaki.
playing, I tell you.
Bobby
Yeah,
Yamasaki.
yeah.
He's starting to get the groove again. He's coming in and playing a couple days a week.
I love it, man.
You know, trying to get that rhythm back. Mm-hmm. He stopped playing pool to take care of his kids.
13
and,
years.
And, you know, he at that point stopped and became, for his age, the strongest man in the world.
Ridiculous.
And he traveled
Powerlifting.
all over, just discussing, you know, how to, you know,
And his
maintain,
judo.
take care of yourself. Yeah, he's
Do you know? I was talking to him. I congratulated him earlier because he. For those of you guys out there who don't know this, the Mez gives away a sportsmanship award every season, in addition to top rookie, top amateur, things like that. And this year they gave it to Bobby, and I congratulated him on that. And he said thank you, and He said this is actually the third one he's ever won in different sports. So he won one in powerlifting and he won one in baseball.
You can tell.
When he was young. Yeah.
He's a Ronin. He's a samurai. He's a soldier. You can see it. His demeanor. He just handles business.
Yeah.
If you stay on the good side, you are good. But if you're on the bad side, you on the most wanted list. Somebody looking for you.
Bobby's a tough dude.
Have you seen my dog? He's gone. That's what happened if you mess with Bob Nagasaki. All right. Sargon, see, these are things that Sargon should do well, kicking, and he's off. He's off his game right here. And Vilmos is helping. Vilmos is helping you be off your game because he's not missing.
Cena looks like he's in cruise control mode over there.
And what a good spirited guy Cena is. You know, I'm not usually wrong, but when I am, I admit it. So you know.
On that note, Oscar's playing Chris Byers over
Thanks,
here.
Al. Good
And,
bailout.
Chris and Cole, both these kids, man. I tell you what, every time you see them, they're kicking better,
Improving.
they're jumping
Yep.
better, they're striking the ball better. You know, good. You know, like I said about respect
Yeah.
earlier, you can see these guys.
Those
That's
two
my
kids
man.
have a lot of respect.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Never seen either one of them
Yeah.
get out of line at all.
I used to love playing younger, less experienced players because I could always, throw a little move, make them go for something that I know they're going to go for, and be like, go for that. Now they go for it, and they go to, get perfect. It's like, all right, don't go for that no more. I can't leave them that no more.
Oh no! Like hit the fishy shot. Yeah, fishy. Go shoot that shot.
Uh-oh.
And Vilmos in trouble.
I did this earlier in my match too. Because these tables don't play as sharp as what the diamonds do. So then you want this ball to roll up the center table, but you're thinking, I got to follow through on this or it's going to flatten out. I'm going to be 50-50 on the ball. So you decide to just go through it a little bit more, which he did. And now he just rolled past his spot by a considerable amount. Vilmos' speed is usually
Dead on.
yeah.
He's looking to come in 2 rails to kick this 4-ball.
And I'll tell you what, when Vilmos first started, his speed was, as long as I got an open shot,
I'm going to put it in
make
your
it,
eye. That's right. Yep.
But he's worked on that.
His
actually
game has
improved.
improved
Where now
since playing here.
he's playing, good tight position, where before it was just like, let me just make sure I got an open shot because
And
I can make anything.
he became more dangerous.
Yes.
You don't got to kill yourself all the time. I'll tell you what, though, man. I'm gonna say this, and there's a lot of people out there talking a lot of smack about Mosconi. This, I bet you I can make a competitive Mosconi Cup team with these young guys.
I'm looking for you on table 10. Chris Mullins to table 10.
And Cena just put in the winning 10 ball. Hell. Cena's out. But
Jason Williams has got to be kicking himself right there. He
Oh,
missed
yeah.
a 10 ball to win the set.
you on the hill ball, you gotta make it.
I just called let's see if I can text my guy.
It's funny you say do the right thing and go for the right shot. I was trying to unwind last night in the hotel room and Replacements was on.
Oh yeah.
Winners want the
Winners
ball.
want the
Winners
ball.
want the ball,
Who
man.
wants the
Right.
ball? I want the ball.
That's right.
Give me the
Yeah,
ball.
you want the ball.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So it's like, it's funny, but I don't always get there when it's that crunch time. But
Right.
I love it, man. It's like,
That's the difference.
give it to me.
Me and Bo was talking about. I said, you know what winners do, Bo? He said, what? I said, win. Now think about that.
Right?
Your shooting game ain't working. You play safe. Your break ain't working. Pool players have to figure it out. Because if you stay in that same lane, you're gonna catch an L. For sure, you're gonna catch an L. You're already losing. You're gonna catch another L.
You know what else I like from that movie, though, by the way? When they're all singing and dancing in jail. So as pool players, I think, at some point we need to get
Sing
in
and
jail
dance.
together.
And start singing and dancing.
I tell you what, if I can manage to win the next 5-6 matches in a row,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are-
you know what?
We'll go to jail. We're going to jail.
Oh, we're going to jail.
All right. Now, is this the correct shot going forward here? You jailbirds. Is this the correct
Yes,
shot?
it is. I mean, it's yeah.
So you roll into the long rail.
I do this into the yes.
I actually roll into the 2 diamond on the side rail
There you go.
because that gives you a natural.
Yeah, long rail, same thing, right?
Yeah.
It gives you an angle when you follow through.
Oh, look, 2 diamond.
Yep. Hit a little bit further. So now it's a natural angle. Just roll up on the 6. I like coming off the rail a little further than that, but
Right.
you know.
Giving yourself a chance to win. Because it's those little degrees of separation that stop you from winning. Keeps an 8 from going from an 8 to a 9.
Do you have to put any English on that? You're trying to stay inside that 6-9, right? Or are you trying to come all the way mid-table, play the 6 on the side?
Well, you can do either, but you just don't want to float it lazy. You know,
Right.
you either got to push it forward.
Like he floated it lazy, right?
Yes, he did.
Yep.
He floated
That's
it
why
lazy.
I think
You
you
have to
come
push it
down table.
forward,
Yeah.
or you got to pop it off and
That's
let it come down.
That's,
Because
in my opinion, come
Yeah.
down table. That's what I say. Just come all the
that's
way
what I was
down.
asking is maybe a little bit of English to help
Yeah.
that to stay inside, or to stay inside that 6-9, or to come out to the mid table.
I think that was a little inside English. No matter which way you did it, you just hit it to stay on the rail for the 6, or if you're going to come to the center of the table, also help it and come out further because
Yeah,
he's got 4 feet before he gets to the 10 ball. It's
Yeah, but
all
don't
good
just
space. You know?
Keep turning the table over to Vilmos. You got a chance to beat that man.
This is a makeable roll. Problem is, you may end up. Oh, no rail, right?
No.
He said ball in hand. He said it too.
Right. See, Vilmos doesn't know, but Sargon said ball in hand, and Vilmos is like, "Did you hit it?" And he said, "Yes, but he didn't hit it round."
Vilmos might be explaining that he did hit a rail.
Maybe he did.
Vilmos said, I think so. Oh, Sargon said he's sure his ball in hand.
That's okay. Let them.
Ball in hand.
Not your business.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Do you
Did
want that?
they ask you?
No,
to
they
come
don't
over
have.
here?
No, they don't have to ask me. But if you are in the thing and you see, you can say ball. Thank you.
No.
Yes, sir. Ernesto told me. You know, I like when people come in the booth, they ain't been in there and they don't know the rules. You guys just straighten them out a little bit. Guys straighten them out. No. No, we don't interfere in the game unless it's the interference of the game. But we've saw that as ball in hand. And he felt bad.
Well, I don't know. Unless you can see, unless he was teed. Yeah, looked like he was. Yeah, he put that body.
All right, and Vilmos does take that game. Who's ahead? 5. All right. Get hooked to get a hand shoe. The best 3-piece jump cue on the market. James hand shoe.
Table number 7, Foch Garcia, Bo Runigan, Bo and Foch. Table 7, Bo goes to 9, Foch goes to 8. Come get your rack.
All right,
Table
James.
8, Chris Robinson and Spencer Ladden. Spencer and Chris. Table 8, Spencer goes to 7, Chris goes to 8. Come get your rack.
All right.
That's interesting. They're
Yeah.
playing one winner side and one loser side match.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So they're playing a second round winner side and a loser side. I thought they would either run out the second round on the winner side or all the one loss
First
side.
one's a loser.
Bo lost to Chris Robinson and Foch lost to Spencer.
Yeah. We got 6-3 J. Nard Orque over Paul Silva. Phil Prentice on the hill 8-3 over Rodney Wynn. Dan Aguiar up 7-5 over Mike Boyd. And Bobby Yamasaki up 7-4 over Justin Marks.
I wonder if that Paul and Jaynard and their tablets working, because it's been 6-3 since the last 3 times you've called out
Right.
their tablets updating.
It could be a little bit
They could have taken a break or a delay. Yeah.
Okay, so Vilmos here. What's the play here, Sal? Ball in hand.
I think all you do is you come off the rail here, right to the middle of the table, and then shoot the 3 into the 10, clear the 10, so that the whole rack is open. Then you have to worry about anything.
Nice.
And he can do anything he wants with this 4-ball. He can shoot the 10 and stop here and just simple the 4 on the side. The 5, 6 are all just laying there. You don't want to disrupt too much.
There you go.
Floated a little bit, but he still got
Right.
it.
You still have the side pocket, right?
I've seen him make this ball before.
Now, do you cut it and draw it kind of over to the long rail?
Yes, definitely.
You don't just roll this ball? Go 2 rows?
That's-
And we'll draw?
See, he chose to just roll it and take a steeper angle on the 5. I think that in that particular instance, depending on it's the player's choice.
Yeah,
I would have drawn it out to the side rail.
Just a more confident shot. I don't like to roll balls. I don't have to.
Yeah, I think that's
But,
part of it.
But once again, Sargon hasn't executed a couple times.
Right.
He needed to, so now Vilmos is like, I'll just hit it however I want to feel it. I'll roll it, I'll draw it. Do that.
And see, look at Vilmos. He's just standing there. He's sitting there saying, "Oh, I know where this ball's going." You know what I mean? He didn't move.
Yeah.
He didn't move. He said, "I know."
Now, how do you play Sal here? 8 to the 9.
He seems like he's real
To 8
straight.
to the 9 to the 10, basically.
I'm probably going to just try and get over to the side rail for the 9.
So that you can follow forward.
Get just about straight in. That way you can draw back if you get too straight in. You can follow forward. If you get on the rail, you can go around 2 or 3 rails.
He's going to drop back, and now he's going to play that same shot that he played before with the...
Yeah, he's gonna have to go up, down, and around. But
It's a lot of movement. And,
Yeah.
You're going away from the ball the whole time until you get right. So you're traveling like 16, 18 feet of bad space
to come into
to come into good.
space. Right.
But, he's comfortable with that shot, and I definitely would have played it the other way. I think.
Yeah. But it's like what you said, he's feeling it.
Yeah.
He's feeling it right now. He said, you know what? I know what's going on. I'm going to make it happen. I'd like to thank our sponsor, the main Q sponsor of the Mez West Show, Mez Q's. Thank you for supporting the Mez for 3 seasons and moving on to the 4th season. We appreciate that, and I know that you guys do the same. Bringing pool forward in the new millennium. Mez Q's, baby. This is what we do. Lucky enough to be in a booth where I got the son of a gun and the dragon lady. Who's going to mess with me? Nobody. Get you some.
You're protected on both sides.
How you like it? All right. Oscar Dominguez, Chris Byers, tied at 1-1. Phil Prince on the hill, 8-3 over Rodney Wynn. Vilmos Valdez, 6-2 over Sargon Isaac. Dan Aguiar on the hill, 8-5 over Mike Boyd. Bobby Yamasaki, 7-4 over Justin Marks. Spence Ladden and Chris Robinson get ready to roll, and Fox Garcia and Bo Runnigan. Meanwhile, Paul Silva and Jaynard Arquet are still tied at 6-3, but I see Jaynard on the 9 ball, so we might have a score change here soon.
Yeah. We'll see if it updates, because I just don't know.
We'll find out.
It's been there forever.
Well, I'm glad they got Chris and Spencer playing early, because it's going to be bedtime pretty soon for one of them.
Chris, too, though, right?
Huh? Yeah, right. Got curfew issues going on over there.
No, they're both on the winner side, so they'll get to keep playing.
Yeah. I like to give them a hard time, both of them.
Me too.
Good kids, both of them. Both of them good kids.
You see, those are the shots right there. That's Sargon's bread and butter. He usually would execute that shot to perfection. He doesn't even have to think about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes when you're just, it's a game of millimeters,
Confidence is-
centimeters,
yes.
inches. You off by just it's the difference between a solid safety and
Yeah.
leaving them wide open.
Confidence kills you, man. Kills your confidence. It's got to hurt.
Ooh, he hit that good.
That was juicy. That was
He went
juicy.
forward
Vilmos,
on that.
yeah.
He hit that good.
Yeah. All that inside spin and coming up table.
Woo. It's juicy.
Rob, we had this talk, several times in the past. At 2-2, Vilmos isn't hitting this last couple shots that he hit last rack and that shot right there this rack.
Absolutely.
Right? He just miscued there, but you know, when Sargon had a chance to close that rack out and then potentially get up on his break and hold serve and then become 4-2, Vilmos potentially still hits the shot like on the safe side. But now he's
Right.
He's up what 5-2, 6-2.
Yeah.
You know, he's
He's feeling good.
swinging,
Yeah.
swinging.
Yeah, he's swinging for the
You know.
fences. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He's putting his swing city on it.
You can watch any sport like that. How many guys have had Federer? You know, now they're up.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
the guy just clutch, keep on grinding and just waiting. Oh, you don't want it. Here it comes.
Yeah, Federer.
Right?
Yeah, he's a king of that.
The more mistakes you make against a player like Federer, the better he gets.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
how it is, by the way.
getting a
I was
little
just
pumped
watching the highlights of his, because he won the Australian Open this year. The top 10 highlights from that tournament. Guy
Crazy.
looks like he's like 25 again. He
Yeah.
looked amazing. Anyway,
Running around. All right, Vilmos with the little fin and bring that cue ball down. He executes that shot pretty good, but it's all open. And here comes
Yeah, he didn't like how he hit that
No,
one.
Sargon has to. He got to come to the dance here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, Sal? You got to come to the dance here.
Once again, this is one of those that Vilmos didn't like the way he hit that. Got to charge him. He wanted
Yes.
he wanted to hit that little thinner, get the 3 behind the 4, and get the cue ball down behind the 10-5. Still okay here. It's not like a hanger, but Sargon just needs to execute.
Yeah, Sargon definitely has to. You gotta put a little heat on the guy, man.
you play safe here. Yeah, I think you got to, right?
I'm ducking unless you get an angle there behind that 6 and you just swing it. He's swinging, right?
I think he's swinging. I think he called the 6 ball. I don't like it. I'm trying to duck right behind that 4 ball.
Unless he gets a little gate with the 3 off the 6. How about you don't need a gate? How about you just cut it right in? Wow.
Huh. I didn't even know it went past that. So like from here, I
Yeah,
can't.
that's
can't
what I
even
said. I
imagine
thought
it goes
he
right
had a
past that.
gate. I thought he had a gate where you hit it bad, it could ticky to 6 and still go in. This is another one. But you know what? A couple of tough shots might put you right back in correct
Right.
mindset.
Yeah, you start making these balls because this right here is the kind of angle that he missed twice in that one
Yeah.
rack. You start making a couple of these,
Yeah.
you start to feel good.
Yeah, you gotta come to the plate feeling happy, man.
Yes. And if you do, you get to slow skinny jeans down a little bit.
You got to slow skinny jeans down or he's gonna hurt you. You better believe that.
Well, kids, I'm gonna go take a walk. I'm starting to lock up here.
Oh, there you go, son.
Getting too old to.
Go work them bones, brother.
Before you go, I got a text. We should say hi.
We got-
Cowboy.
Can't
He's listening, so give him a shout out.
Well,
This is not sanctioned by Raw Hannah. This is Melissa and Sal's own takeover of the booth.
hey, well, when you got good people out there, you gotta say hello.
No doubt. Yeah, official. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying whatever you're saying. Official.
He has to make sure when Des listens back that he doesn't get in trouble for what we do. Right?
Exactly. CYA, CMA, cover my own
Cover my
Eyeball?
my
assets.
assets.
There you go.
All right. Vilmos with a good jump shot here, Sal, huh? Oh, he's spinning it in the side
He
pocket.
might actually be able to catch just a piece
Wow.
of it if he
A
can.
little bit of masse, a slight masse.
You better be confident because if you airball here, there's not a tough out.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, we had that ball too. There's that gate
Wow.
you were talking
See,
about.
that's that gate. I told you that gate was open.
That was shocking. Shocking that went in behind that ball.
No,
No?
because that's what I thought he was shooting when Sargon shot the 3 ball. I thought he was playing the gate off the back of the 6.
Oh, well.
Now we know the gate was open.
Right, but the 3 ball was up table.
Right.
Up table, so it had more room to go in.
Absolutely.
That cue ball was coming
No.
in for I
Yeah.
just don't see that, but that's okay. Okay, this is a must.
He
must
has to get out here.
And it got a little funny because he moved the 8 ball out
Right.
from under the.
And like now you're gonna shoot the 8 in the corner. I mean, you gotta hit a little draw. You gotta hit a little draw and come back.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. I mean, this is really not a difficult shot.
No, but you know what I'm saying. Right
you're-
now
yeah,
you're
if
a
you're
little
under the
tight.
gun, it's a
and
little
you're under
bit,
the
yes.
gun.
Yeah.
You gotta feel it right now.
You gotta be confident. You gotta
Right.
tell yourself, I make this shot every day.
And he hit that ball good. And you know what, Melissa? He might have just start that car. Might have start that car up. Exactly. All right. We'd like to thank these guys. They're kind of cool. If you don't know them, get to know them. All right. We have J Nord RK over Paul Silva, 7-3. Oscar Dominguez,
Oscar Dominguez.
2-1.
Oh,
Phil Prentice,
Oscar
8-4.
Dominguez,
Ronnie
2-1
Wynn.
already. All right.
Dan Aguiar up 8-6 over Mike Boyd. Mike Boyd making a move. Justin Marks making a move. Bobby Yamasaki up 7-5. Spence Ladden and Chris Robinson get ready to go, as well as Fox Garcia and Bo running. Vilmos folds the break. I think we're gonna see a little. We might see a little pep step from my man Sargon next rack.
We'll see. You know,
Right?
if Vilmos manages to run out here, it could take that pep step right back
That's
out.
right.
Right?
That's right. And Vilmos is letting that stroke out now, Melissa.
He hit that good,
Right?
good, because he had to draw to get
Yeah.
past that 7, but he had to put the inside on it so that it didn't then run into the 9.
Yeah.
So he had to change that angle twice, basically. Draw to get past the 7, but then make sure it doesn't open up and clip that 9. He hit that real good.
Now he swings around this. You playing this 3 in the side, or you coming all the way up top?
I'm going to just try and slow roll it and play the 3 on the side.
There you go. He probably wanted to be cleaner so he doesn't
Yeah.
move the 4, but at
He-
least the 4 goes to the pocket, correct?
He could have hit that much softer, but that's not Vilmos' style, really.
Right.
So, but I think if he cuts this in and he can just actually bump the 4 ball,
Toward the
4
corner
balls,
past the
right,
6,
there
right?
you go. 4 goes toward the corner.
Yep. Oh boy. Was that a little lackadaisical, or what was that?
May have been concentrating a little bit on what's happening with the 4 ball
right,
instead
right.
of just pocketing the 3 ball. But I
Right.
think he got a fortunate roll because I don't think that 3 ball goes in the side now.
Right.
Hard to tell from here, but it looks like it may have just frozen right onto
Right.
that point.
Can you shoot through this with the power? Power to send past the point?
It's possible somebody like Oscar or Ernesto knows that. I don't know it. So, but there's a lot I don't know. So,
Well, it looks
so
like
I would
he's
assume Sargon's probably going to just try to play safe here if it doesn't go. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he hit that ball super
So he kind of
thin.
banked that in,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hit that ball. Good. All right, now let's see if Sargon can just get on track here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get another opportunity. Get another opportunity. You got to handle business. You can't just let the guy keep skating. And his touch is way on the left
He's
side
actually,
right now.
he's actually okay.
Yeah.
It's
But I mean,
makeable.
you don't want to be on the rail.
No, you don't, because ideally you want to be out in the middle of the table to shoot this 6 ball, so
Exactly.
you give yourself an angle on the.
Put a good
What's
stroke
going to happen
on
is he's going to roll forward. He did like a little stutter step dance.
Oh, dropping like flies, man. Wow. All right, Vilmos Folder's in the driver's seat here. Nothing hard about this out. You just have a good. I'm curious to see his path from the 6 to the 7 here. If he gets towards the long rail, he can 3 rail and come right around on top
Right.
of the 7. Right?
Yeah.
That's the ideal.
Yeah, just stay close to the long
Yeah,
rail.
stay
so-
close. Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of natural. But he's wow. Okay, so you seeing this now?
Now he is, yeah.
He got away with that, huh?
No, I think he was intending to play that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he was intending to play the Z here. I mean, otherwise he mishit the ball terribly,
Okay.
but I don't think so. I
Okay.
think this is the pattern he's choosing. So that he could be closer to the 6 ball. I think he chose that
you know
pattern
what?
so he could be closer
You know
to the
what?
6 ball.
Whatever it was, he hit that ball really good.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good shot. I think when you're at the lower percentages wise of making balls and to get great position, you know, you take these safer routes. That ball he had right there, that's a pro route. That was strong.
It was.
You know, flirting with the side pocket, make sure you're good. He took that shot to get better on the ball.
Everybody wants ideally to have their cue ball, you know, fairly close to their object ball so that it's easier to play position.
Right.
So if you have a difficult route or a difficult path to play, then you can get closer like that. But if you have to take a long shot, if you're forced to take a long shot, then you want to get into a position where you don't have to force the cue ball to do anything
Right.
funny, where you're going to allow it to take its natural path, and you
Right.
can maybe enhance it a little bit.
That makes sense. Good call. And Vilmos just continues to, you know, he's going to take what you give him, and he's going to take more than he gives. I'd like to thank Tony Rodriguez of Remax Gold Coast Realtors in Ventura, California. Contact them for all your realty needs. And some quick scores around the room. Updates. Jaynard Orke up 8-3 over Paul Silva, sitting on the hill. Oscar Dominguez moved ahead 2-1 over Chris Byers. Phil Prentice still on the hill 8-5 over Rodney Wynn. Dan Aguiar sitting on the hill 8-7 over Mike Boyd.
Mike Wood's making a comeback
Yes,
there. I believe
he
that
is.
was at like 8-4,
Yes,
wasn't it?
yes,
At some point?
yes, it was. Bobby Yamasaki 7-6 over Justin Marks. Justin
Yeah,
Marks
yeah,
making
there's a
a
comeback too.
run. Fox Garcia and Bo Runnigan tied at 1 apiece, and Spence Ladden and Chris Robinson 2-2. It's good to see the future of our sport duking it out. They need to get used to it. They get to a global scale, they're gonna play each other a lot. And Vilmos, with not the typical power break, but effective nonetheless.
Speaking of the future of our sport,
Yeah.
I believe that somebody I know is running a junior 9-ball qualifier for the BEF soon.
That's right. Yes, I am. It's going to be held at Sticks. Thank you, Jerry Matchin and the Sticks crew.
Yes.
Appreciate you. It's going to be in May, and
May 7th?
May 7th. I'm really happy to be involved. It's my second thing involved with the BEF. You know, we did the streaming in Chicago. Thank you, Sam D, for the opportunity, and Desiree Rivera for making that happen. And I feel like I got struck by lightning. Like, I love those kids, Ricky Evans, April Larson. There's so many of them. Serena. They deserve a chance. And if we don't, I'm gonna tell you this quote that somebody told me that wrote me online. They said, "Listen, if we don't start helping these kids become ambassadors of our sport, then pool is going to be reduced to an 8-ball app on the iPhone."
Yep.
And that's sad. So I don't want that. So I'm working my butt off to make it happen, and I hope you guys all come out and support in August when we stream live the BEF championships. We'll be doing that with On the Wire. So from head to toe, in conjunction with the BEF, we're making that happen. So come on down. Very proud of
The
that.
Sticks tournament, if you, I don't know
Oh, I want to say the Sticks tournament is absolutely free. There is no membership fees. There is no fee to get in. If you know a junior that wants to play, the only thing they have to do is show up.
Oh, okay.
Yes, no fees. Jim Ladden took care of all the fees.
Right?
Yeah, he's covering all the fees. And we have products from sponsors. We have products from Tor Lowry. We have products from Chalk is Free. I have product from Fast and Loose, and I have over 450 in cash that I think we're going to buy some prizes to make sure that everybody walks away with something. I think that's what we're going to do.
I wanted to offer you if I don't know if they use them or not, but if you guys want a referee, I would offer my services as a referee for this tournament as well.
That's awesome. That'd be cool. I think the more people we have down there, the better. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a symposium. I'm gonna have a meeting of the minds in August at Vegas. All these guys that pull these strings. I want to have a meeting. I'm living in the United States, man. We need to step it up, man. I'm tired. If I'm tired, you guys are in trouble. Meanwhile, Sargon is he back cutting this ball in the side, Melissa?
I think he is. Yeah.
Swinging around and play the 10 in the same corner?
No. Straight down and
Oof. Relatively the
died a
same
little
shot,
bit.
right?
Yeah.
Tough shot either way you put it. He might have let up on that stroke a little bit, but
I'm just worried about scratching.
well, Sargon, he knows that side pocket is there, and he says, you know what? I ain't scared. All right, Sargon Isaac makes a good move, and that's got to feel good. You're beating yourself up, and you make a good out. You got to feel better. I'd like to thank the official rack sponsor of the Mets West State Tour, Turtle Rack, available in group 2 from the Mets West State Tour website, the Turtle Rack. Let's see some scores around the room. We have some updates here. Janard RK defeats Paul Silva, score of 9-3. Oscar Dominguez on top of Chris Byers, 3-1. Phil Prentice still on the hill, 8-6 over Rodney Wynn. Rodney Wynn threatening right now. Dan Aguiar on the hill, 8-7 over Mike Boyd. Bobby Yamasaki leading 7-6 over Justin Marks. Fox Garcia up 2-1 over Bo Runnigan. And Chris Robinson up 3-2 over Spencer Ladden. If you guys want to donate to the BEF, you can either go to their website and hit the sponsor button, the donate button. It'll tell you what to do. Or if you want to ship me the cash so we can help our kids, contact me on Facebook and we'll give you the PayPal information. Thank you very much.
And I'll be walking, before I walk out of here this weekend, I'll be giving you a donation, 10% of my Brett's fund.
There you go. See?
And 10%, by the way, that includes the for the top female bonus, my 500, so I'll be giving you 10% of that as well.
Thank you. Melissa Herndon putting her money where her mouth is. That's what we do. Rodney Wynn just hung up the winning ball and he swipes the ball. He gives it up. Phil Prentice advances. Yeah, Sal had said, you're behind and you're trying to get back in the game. You start pressing. Sargon is pressing a little bit. He's not as smooth as he usually is. I know it's tough to be in that position, and I'm no way trying to degrade his game, but I know that he plays better than what he's showing right here. Absolutely. And you can't give a player of Vilmos caliber, you can't just keep giving them free opportunities.
No.
Absolutely.
Because they don't usually give them back.
No. He has the opportunity to make his own opportunities, too. All right, so Bobby and Justin have taken a break. Bobby's on the hill, 8-6 over Justin Marks. And Vilmos going to work like a surgeon here.
That's an apt description. That's a good way to put it.
You bump the 8 here, or you look to avoid the 8?
I look to avoid the 8 if possible, but I'm not really sure how in this particular instant. Well, we'll see. He can dig in, but the problem is he might overrun the shape coming up this way. See? It's so, you have to stop on a dime right there. I mean, literally, from in a 4-inch span, you've gone way too far. Or you've come way too short. You have to stop it precisely. So he did all right, and it's makeable, especially for Vilmos.
You use the 9 here. He says, see.
He thought
he thought he was going to catch the 9 right and smack it in the face. All right here. You know what? I'm Mr. Isaac. I might take my break here and make sure I come back and get out.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's going to go ahead and just run out. Maybe take a break after this game.
Yeah.
But no, I think right here he's going to just go ahead and run this out.
He can bring it to 7-5. He can bring it to 7-5.
Skip goes to 8. Johnny goes to 9. Come get your rack.
And that's a little tentative for shape for him.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I hear you. I understand.
I think sometimes you just got to reset the computer.
Sometimes you do, but
right.
you
don't want to kill your momentum, right? I'm with you.
The last couple games.
I'm with you.
I got ball in hand. I got 4 balls on the table. You want to try and get into a rhythm.
I totally agree with you. I just think sometimes when you've been faltering and you want to reinforce your resolve, you go to that mirror and you talk to yourself and you come out and you get out. You get out and you use that whole momentum for the rest of the match.
Stroke right there.
You know what I mean? Because he knows he plays better than what he's showing. He knows it. There you go. And you know what? I'm going to say something right here.
Vilmos is going to take a break. Vilmos is slowing him down right now.
See? Because exactly. Good call. He knows. All right, I'd like to thank our sponsor, West State Billiard Supply, for supporting the Mez West State Tour for over 3 years. Easy. Going into season 4, like who does that? But those great guys.
Brian and Donnie,
Brian
great
and
guys.
Donnie,
Call
they
them.
get it in.
I'm telling you, you want a good deal on a diamond table. They do financing.
Exactly.
You have a table, you need cloth.
Yep.
You need,
What about the game room stuff?
The game room stuff. The game room, like for a man cave, sick. They got all kinds of arcade games. They've got like leather massage, reclining chairs.
Yeah.
I mean, they have sticks, racks, lights, table, everything you need. They've got it. But again, you know, if you want a pool table in your house, they can make it happen. And they've got people working for them that do a great job on setup. And they'll finance you.
Yeah.
You want a table? Call them, mention the Mez West State Tour. They'll give you a good deal.
All right, with a quick timeout, I'm read through some scores here. Skip the Caucus is going to face Johnny Kang. Oscar Dominguez up 4-1 over Chris Byers. Damon Redmond and Amar Kang, that's going to be a great match. Damon Redmond is playing very well.
Very well.
Dan Aguiar and Mike Boyd, Hill.
And I'll tell you what, this is another, I mean, it happens a lot that you get these hill matches, and Dan had shot TENBALL to close out that match, and he has let Mike Boyd back in just as Jason Williams did with Cena over there.
That's tough. You get Fox Garcia and Bo Runnigan tied at 2-2, and Chris Robinson up 4-2 over Spence Ladden.
Spencer and Chris are good friends, and Chris has really, kind of come a long way right now. His game is elevated and all that stuff. So, as much as I love Spencer and I'm so proud of how well he's been playing lately, I feel like you got to give the edge to Chris on this one because there's maybe a little bit of like a hero worship.
Yeah,
Spencer really looks up to Chris.
Of course.
And so.
Of course, I definitely agree. There you go, getting a little confidence in himself. He said, hey, I know I'm supposed to make that ball.
If I was Sargon, I'd shoot it again, like twice right now.
Just shoot it again. Say, okay. It is. Yeah. Sorry about that. Had a little mic technical difficulties. Had to straighten it out.
This ain't the U.S. Open.
This ain't the Open. But we should strive to be the Open in principles and morals, responsibilities.
I know that the rule was in the WPBA. If your opponent took a break and left the arena, you could actually hit balls. But if you took a break, you could not sit there and hit balls on your break.
If it's my turn and you're losing and I go take a break, I want you to stare at that table and know you can't do anything. That's a tactic.
I want you to just go ahead and give up, but that doesn't mean that that's how it works, my friend.
All right. I'm going to acquiesce to the queen.
I'd like you to just say, I can't do it anymore. I'm leaving.
All right, Vilmos with a shot here.
Back cut ski.
Ooh, nice. That was great. He hit that with authority. I love it.
And great speed because a lot of people on those thin cuts will
try
hit
to
it a little too hard.
overpower that shit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get Bruno
this is my
Mars.
boy. This is my boy. I can't
I'm going to
even-
get
I love
Bruno
him.
Mars to perform at the U.S. Open.
If you do that, I
That
swear
would
to
be
you, I
so
swear to you.
awesome. I think Skip would kill me though about having Bruno Mars there. You shoot 9 balls. Don't believe me, just watch. Boom. Don't believe me. Right? That'd be awesome.
This man's music makes me just happy. He's the best.
That Prince tribute was off the chain.
Right?
Yes. All right, Vilmos showing some skills here. Now the only danger is getting flat on the floor, correct?
Yes. And it's a little touchy because the natural, you want to roll, you want to let it roll out, but that 7-ball then kind of gets in the way.
So can you swing this and go around the 7-ball so you get a steeper angle so you make sure you're not flat?
You can, absolutely. Get out more toward the middle of the
Right,
table.
yeah. Get out toward the middle of the table like you're not
Or
just...
you can try and hit it real soft and stay
Right.
under the 4-ball, which is what he just did. And
Yeah.
I believe he's all right.
I think he got it, yeah.
So he's gonna smooth this with a lot of right hand English. It's gonna come to this rail, and then just turn and come down here for the 5-ball. Boom, turn.
A beautiful shot. I don't know if he has enough speed. Now he's like, man, what?
It's all right. Vilmos hasn't met a shot he doesn't like.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct on that.
As long as he's not scratching here in the corner, then that cue ball actually just kind of goes up naturally. 1, 2 rails comes out for the 6.
I like
Actually,
that
looking at it on the monitor, it looks like it might be a little bit steeper
That's a
than...
little steep, right? Oh, he put the kill on that, but what a shot that was. I'm going to get Vilmos to give up his Hungarian citizenship and come play on the Moscone Cup for us. We can take a little some of that. You know what? What about my man Mark Kang? Oh, Mark Kang's... he's Indian, right? He plays with Ramajit in the world, right?
He represents India in like the World Championship, but I do believe he's an American citizen.
I'll probably agree with you. Amar, he's got enough fight. You need fight. All right, Mr. Folder's on the hill. All right, Skip Nakaka's and Johnny Kang getting ready to do battle. Oscar Dominguez up 5-1 over Chris Byers. Dan Aguiar, Mike Boyd, Hill,
and it's a battle.
He
It has
missed
been a
the
battle.
8-ball and get him the opening he wanted.
He's left him pretty straight here.
Justin Marks fighting up for his life, 8-7. Bob Yamasaki. While running up 3-2 over Fox Garcia. Chris Robinson 5-2 over Young Gun Spence Money. Laddie. Oh no. That might be the nail in the coffin.
3, yeah.
That might be it.
1 to the 2 to the 3. That's the key.
Yeah.
Key here. And it's a little difficult to get on that 3-ball.
Right. But this is where Vilmos excels. We'll see how long he takes to shoot this shot.
It's an interesting over here with Dan, and well, it's been a fight, and
Right.
he juiced up the 8-ball and made a good cut on the
Bank.
9, but now he's left himself this on the 9.
Bank for your life.
Bang, hill. I don't like a bank. Left it out in the middle of the table. Mike's got a shot for the win.
I think that's adios amigo. All right, Mr. Vilmos Valdez. We're going to just steer right back here. Play a little one pocket. Shoot him in the same hole.
Fired it in. Mike Boyd, that's a good comeback.
You're supposed to fire it in.
All right.
I want you to go home and think about it.
Hill. Pockets
Fire.
get small.
Fire in the hole, baby. Meanwhile, Vilmos is just picking this rack apart, taking the tough balls out the way, making sure he does what he needs to do. And now,
7-ball is so close to the pocket. There's
Right.
no wrong way to go here.
So you're good, right?
You can stay inside, like shoot the. So he's probably going to come back out middle of the table. But if he wanted to slow roll the 6 in and stay inside,
Right.
keep the cue ball in between the 7 and the 9, that's okay too. As long as you don't hook yourself, that's all.
No, he's good. He has to do a little more work than he wanted to, but he's good.
Yeah, you're right. He had to do a little.
Right?
I mean, he needed to have more angle on this,
Yeah.
so one or the other. But he
Yeah,
was
because
sitting
that
in
ball's
hole.
hanging in the hole, and you got a chance to do something. You know, you got to do it. And Justin Marks living up to his name, Hill, Bobby Yamasaki.
Woo!
That's a fight.
Those two fought it out for top amateur, and now they're going to fight it out for who goes
And ain't
forward
that
in the
wonderful?
top gun.
What is it? Everybody needs a foil. Every bad guy or hero needs a foil. You need somebody that's going to push you to your limit, so you get new limits. You know?
I think that's what we all do here on this
Absolutely.
tour,
Oh
is
yeah,
push
you
each
got
other.
it. Yeah, no, for sure.
Oscar and
Everybody.
Vilmos push each other.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rabble double. That counts. 3-rail bank right there.
Sargon's
Sorry,
not
I
even
said
going
I
to make him
seen
shoot
it.
it.